We are doing something a little bit different with sports. This week, I'm going around our newsroom and asking different people to ask us questions for the upcoming Jaguars season. We are starting with our 5 p.m. newscast producer, Cameron Lunn. He's a Florida graduate, so let's hear his question.
I'll preface this, lifelong Jags fan, lived in the area my entire life. So I've been through ups and downs with the Jaguars. Yeah, I know we have a new head coach. I know we've got Travis Hunter. I'm kind of torn, like, what is a good season this year? Am I rooting for double-digit wins? Like, I'm trying to, what should my expectations be win-loss total?
Okay, well, thanks, Cameron. That's the question everyone is dying to know. What will the Jaguars do this season? Of course, none of us really will know until the season unfolds, but it's always fun to predict. I have high expectations for this season. The team has been hyping themselves up all offseason, but let's take a look at some of what I think is reasonable expectations for the Jaguars. First, we have to talk about the star of the team. No, not one of the receivers. We are talking about Trevor Lawrence. Next year is when his record-setting contract kicks in. Now he's entering his 5th season, and he is expected to take a big leap forward. If he stays healthy, let me preface that, if he stays healthy, which everyone knock on wood right now, let's hope he does, I think Lawrence could throw for 4,300 yards and 30 touchdowns. Hopefully he keeps his interceptions to a minimum. You may be thinking, that seems like a lot, but it really is not compared to his 2 seasons in 2022 and 2023. During his 2nd and 3rd years in the league, Lawrence passed for 4,100 and 4,000 yards respectively. He also totaled 25 and then 21 touchdowns in those years as well. This year, he should have a top receiving core with Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter, Diami Brown. So I think this is reasonable for Lawrence. Next, let's look at the defense. Everyone on defense has talked about how they feel they can play more freely and more aggressively this season, even Trayvon Walker. Okay, let's see. Remember 2 seasons ago when Josh Hines-Allen totaled 17.5 sacks and Trayvon Walker had 10? They were one of the best duos in the league. I think a fair expectation is that they need to match that, maybe even have a few more. I want more opponents' quarterbacks to be tackled onto the ground this season, just laying on their back, looking up to the beautiful sky here in Jacksonville. But I also want to see more from the other defensive linemen. Eric Armstead needs to improve much more than what he showed last season, and heading into his 2nd year in the league, I think Mason Smith will be much more improved. Let me add that I think the secondary will be better this season as well. So what about the season outlook? I think the Jaguars will win 10 games. They will go 10-7, clinch a playoff spot by winning the AFC South. Just hear me out. If the players stay healthy, the talent develops in the new schemes according to plan, and with strong coaching, I think it's doable. And I think these are reasonable expectations.